All right, so there aren't any fights this weekend at the UFC, but they're going to come back next Saturday, February 5th, with a pretty decent fight night card. We're going to see Jack Hermansson take on Strickland. This should be a pretty good battle. That's the main event. And in the co-main event, we're going to see Punahele Soriano against Nick Maximov. And that also should be a pretty good fight, especially for your money where you're not going to be paying anything. It's a free fight night, guys. In his last out, Jack Hermansson took on Edmund Shabazian. And he was looking a little slow early, looking a little behind. But once he was able to employ his wrestling, he really took off and got a 10-8 in the third round, and I think it was 29-27 on all the cards, or at least 2 cards. I'm not sure, but yeah, he looked really good. Could probably use a little bit more work in the striking department, but Shabazian is a good striker and he's big. So Hermansson kept moving forward and he eventually got that takedown, and same in the third round. And once he got him down in the third round, Shabazian was tired and he took care of business. In Strickland's last fight, we saw him take on Uriah Hall. That was really like a 5-round war, basically on the feet. We saw a little bit of wrestling out of Strickland in round 3, I believe. And he really took it to Hall with the wrestling and the striking and grappling. I mean, everything together. He was looking like a madman. He might be. But both of these guys are great fighters, and they both like to move forward, and they both have great stamina. It's just a matter of, I think, if Strickland can keep it on the feet or if Hermansson can take it down. Maybe we'll see that Strickland's wrestling's better than I think, and he'll take Hermansson down and win that way. I don't know. But I think it's going to be a competitive fight anyway. Now with Punahele and Maximov, we should see a pretty good battle. You know, this should be a good fight. In Punahele's last fight, he won a 3-round decision against Brendan Allen. And Brendan Allen comes to fight, you know. They threw down and threw down and threw down, and it could have gone either way. That was a really, really close fight, in my opinion. But Punahele did squeak out the decision in the end, so got to give it to him. And Nick Maximov, he trains with the Diaz brothers. You kind of know what you're going to get from that camp. They're who they are. They're fucking great. He's a well-rounded guy. He's tough. His striking's pretty crisp. So, he won a 3-round decision in his last fight against Cody Brundage. And if I remember right, he beat him pretty handily. I think if he keeps going on the slow rise and taking the right fights, he's gonna have a name. Tough guy. But that should be a good fight either way, because they both move forward and they like to throw down. So we'll see what happens there. Anyway, should be a good fight. I'm gonna look at more of the card later on, and as the week goes on, get into it some more.